Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Progress Coaching YouTube channel. So today, following on from a very successful networking event yesterday with the National Recruitment Federation, happy 50th anniversary to everybody there. It's a great achievement. One thing that was reinforced yesterday for me in the networking sessions was that as recruiters we like to talk. So as we move forward in our Progress Coaching recruiter coaching sessions and the recruitment process lifecycle, we're now at the candidate interview prep stage. So assuming that this part of the process is done over telephone, time constraints may dictate that it won't be over face-to-face. Ideally, of course, it would be. Then at this point in time, we need to use the phone to our advantage and our listening skills as well. On observation, we do too much talking as recruiters at this juncture, and we really need to maybe get the candidate talking a little bit more. So it's probably a 70-30 dynamic right now in terms of talking and listening. Let's switch it to 30-70. Get the candidate talking, and how we do that is by asking more open questions, probing questions. You are the one as the expert, you know the client well, you know the hiring manager's style. So have your 3 or 4 questions that you know that the hiring manager has asked before. Preface the call by telling the candidate that this is a trial interview essentially, and it's for their betterment and to ensure that they do a really good interview the following day as well. So 3 or 4 questions will do it. But it gives you a real sense of comfort that the candidate has done their prep, they're in the right headspace and mindset going into the interview as well. And equally, if they don't give great answers to your questions, then have the self-assurance to be able to go, look, if you give that a level of answer tomorrow to this hiring manager, it won't be good enough, it won't be satisfactory, you won't nail the interview, and unlikely that you're going to be called for second round or get the job offer, whatever stage in the process they're at. So they'd appreciate that honest feedback. I think you're their advisor, you're their career counsellor, I suppose, as such. You're the one who knows your client. So make sure you give them that feedback as well. Equally, if they give you good answers, make sure you tell them that they've given you really good answers, and more of the same tomorrow, and you'll really nail the interview as well. So it's about opening up the conversation more open questions, more listening on your behalf as well. Because if we're asking closed questions, we just don't know really if they're giving yes or no answers, what the mindset they're in, have they done their prep, are they just walking down the road list, and are they even listening to us essentially during that prep call. So it gives you more reassurance that they've done their prep by the answers that they've given you, and also the candidate knows that when you reinforce that the quality is there in their answers, that they're going to do a really good interview tomorrow, and that gives them a lot of confidence going into the interview as well. So just a couple of tips there, folks. It's a trial interview essentially. Let's switch to the dynamic from 70-30 to 30-70, listening versus talking. Get the candidate talking through a couple of really powerful, open, probing questions. And guess what? Everybody is set up to do a great interview, all your candidates. And I'm sure the hiring manager will thank you as well for sending a really well-prepared candidate to their interview for taking an hour out of their time as well. So just some tips. So the next stage will be the offer delivery stage, that high five moment, which we all crave as recruiters. We'll talk about that tomorrow. It's Killian at progresscoaching.ie. Have a great Thursday, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.